All right, so today we're practicing with our clay, and you're gonna get a piece about this size. On your table, you have a little bit of water. You're gonna share that with your elbow partner. You also have tools that you share with your tables. Make sure you use everything respectfully so I don't have to take it away from your table. All right, so with your clay, you're first gonna practice our 3 forms: sphere, coil, and slab. They're super easy. I'm gonna make them super fast. So I take some clay and I smush it in my hands. Really, I'm not smushing it. I'm more rolling it back and forth. And you see, I've made a sphere. I can even smooth out some of those cracks I see on the sphere with my finger very gently. Now, for coil, take a pinch of clay, roll it in my hands, take that piece and roll it on my table. When I make a coil, I want to make sure I make it even all the way through. I don't want super skinny spots and super thick spots. I want it to be nice and consistent. All right, so that's my coil. And then finally, slab. So for our slabs, we want to press into the clay to make a flat surface. I'm going to gently press. Notice that I'm not banging on the table. I shouldn't make any noise as I'm making a slab. I'm just gentle with it. Can also flip it over so it's smooth on both sides. We don't want to make our slabs any thinner than this because then they'll break on us. So those are our 3 forms. Next, I'm going to look at this sheet right here and think about what I might want to practice making. As I decide, I'm going to think about when I look at that animal, if it's made with coil, sphere, or slabs. And more than likely, it's going to be made with a combination of all 3 types of things. I'll show you how to put those forms together to actually build something that looks a little bit like an animal. All right, so I decided I wanted to make an elephant. And the first thing I did was found a picture, and I looked at that picture and thought, how should I start? So if I look at an elephant, it's got a head and a body. And I feel like the head and body are closest to the form sphere. So I made a large sphere and I made a smaller sphere. I'm going to put those 2 together to become the elephant's head and body. Now, it would be awesome if I could just stick clay together and have it stay, but it won't. It's going to fall apart. So I have to do something called score and slip, which is the second part of our target. I'm going to cut into the piece of clay that's going to touch the body. I also am going to cut or scratch, this is the score part, the clay where the head is going to touch. It should look ugly, people. Don't be gentle. Then I'm going to put a little bit of water. Notice that I use the adjective little because I mean it. Just dip very gently your hands into the water and barely touch it to your clay. Now I'm going to put these 2 pieces together and you'll see it is much stronger than it would be without me scoring and slipping. You are going to score and slip anytime you put details together. So, people, this does not look like an elephant yet. I have to do some more thinking. I'm going to look at my elephant and decide what detail I want to make next. Maybe I want to make the ears. I have to think again in my head. What form, coil, slab, or sphere, are the ears closest to? A slab. So I'm going to take my clay and I'm going to make a slab. I can even use my tools to adjust the shape of my slab and create the ears. Don't forget, I've got to score and slip those ears on.